Hey guys, we're here from FitDesk and we want to show you today a great way to maintain your FitDesk, and that all starts in the pedals and the crank arm. So what we're going to do is show you what tools will help and the fastest, easiest way to do this. So let's get started with the pedals. So this is a regular maintenance item. Particularly when you first set it up, you want to make sure that the pedal is very tight to the crank arm, and you do that with a 5/8 wrench. Very common wrench, and we are working on the left side crank arm, which means that the pedal is threaded in reverse. So in order to loosen it, you will turn it clockwise. So we've loosened it already, and we show you that you just turn it clockwise and your pedal will come out. So you just turn it and the pedal comes out. But what we want to show today is how do you tighten it. So let's assume that you need to tighten the crank arm. It's always good to, to tighten the pedal, it's always good to start by loosening it first, then retighten it. So we're on the left side, we're going to turn it counterclockwise with our 5/8 wrench. So here's the wrench on it, and then it stops. Most people only tighten it that much. But what we want to show you today is how to go that little bit extra tight. Again, put the 5/8 wrench on it and use a rubber mallet or some type of a hammer or something and give it a couple of extra taps. You can see it's not that much distance that the wrench has to travel, but that will make a big difference in it not loosening up. Tighten it as tight as you want. This is a very, very strong connection. It will not strip. So there you have your pedal properly tightened to your crank arm. Now next we want to go into how do we tighten the crank arm itself. Now that you'll need a small type of prying tool. We're going to use a screwdriver, and you just pry the center out. You can almost grab it with your finger. They come right out. Then you're going to see a 14mm hex nut here. This has to be tight. The proper way to tighten it is to take a mallet and bang on it like that. The next step is to take your 14mm socket, put it on the nut, and get it good and tight by banging on it. Again, we try to hold it like this and give it a good bang like that till it's good and tight. That's very important to make extra tight. So once that's tight, you then put your cap on and your crank is tight and your pedal is tight. One other area to check is your pedals to the pedal shaft. Now this doesn't loosen up very often, but it's good to know how to do it. Again, take your prying tool and you just put it in somewhere around here and pry it out. You'll see it'll just come right out. Pop it out, and then you're going to take a socket, 12mm, and you put it in here and you tighten it up until it stops and it's kind of tight to move. Then switch it to loosening and back it out just a little bit. And that's how you set a pedal to proper tightness. Put your cap back on, and you have done an excellent job of maintaining your crank arm and pedal assembly on your FitDesk.